Hello and welcome to Paper Party Live. I'm so excited that you're here to hang out with me for a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I do have a few notes over here to help make sure I don't miss anything today. So if you see me looking over, that's all I'm doing, is just making sure I hit all the high points of everything that I want to be sure to communicate with you. Okay. If you have ever struggled to find the perfect little gift box for a friend or family member, just a little something that you wanted to give to them that's really cute and sweet, I've got you covered today. We're going to do a little 3D box that is absolutely adorable. It doesn't take much to do it, not much in the way of supplies, and I'm really happy to make that with you this evening. It just adds an extra wow factor to anything that you're gifting. So before we dive in, I do want to be sure to say thank you again for joining me, whether this is your first time to the channel or you've been here lots of times before. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you. My name is Julia, and I am with Julia Sue's Stamping. I would love to be your creative cheerleader. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you answer any questions that you have. Be sure you leave your comments in the comment section down below. And I also will have a downloadable PDF that's absolutely free for you to have for your own. When everything is done with the live video and the blog post. So that will be tomorrow, probably around noon. It will all be ready for you to take and download. You can keep it on your computer or print it out, whatever works for you, and then you'll have it handy. And you can make this box anytime that you're thinking, oh, let's see, what can I do to do this little bit of candy or you know, this little treat I have for somebody, and you'll be set. You'll be all ready to go. All right. So I know that we love to explore all things stamping, and I would love for you to follow me on social media for even more fun. So if you haven't already, be sure you remember to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. All of that is free and really helps grow my small business. So thank you again. All right, let's go ahead then and bring the camera down to the work surface. I'm going to make sure I can move it here. There we go. All right, so this is the adorable little box that we'll be creating, and I'm using a stamp set that's going to be in the next seasonal catalog that is called Peace on Earth. It is really cute, and I'm going to bring it in here and share it with you for a moment. It's got a lot of really nice sayings, and this is one I'm using. I think some of them are good for all year round. Of course, you know, we always need sympathy, heartfelt prayers, love, and some of them are perfect for the Christmas season. So hi Tanya, I'm excited to have you here. I hope you have all your supplies ready so that you can craft with me. Really excited that you're here. Today's project is super simple, but like I said before, it's going to make any gift that you're giving just feel a little bit more special. So whether you're making it for a birthday, a thank you gift, or just because, this little box will just bring joy to anybody who gets it. So let's dive right in. I'm going to be using the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper, and you can use whatever Designer Series paper you happen to have, or pattern paper, whatever it is that you'd like to use. This is an 11-inch piece by 4 inches. I'm going to bring in the paper trimmer because we're going to need that. If you are one of my team members, yes, Tanya says she has everything ready to go. I'm so excited. That's wonderful. If you're one of my team members, or you have been a customer, I sent this stuff to you already, and I have already done a whole bunch of it. So you won't have to worry about what I'm doing right now. But for anyone else, you will want to have all these instructions. So here we go. So like I said, it's 11 by 4. 4 inches this way and 11 this way. So I've got the 11 inches up at the top, and I'm going to score it at 3 inches. So I'm going to bring up the scoring blade, and I'm going to score it at 3 inches. I'm going to score it at 4 inches. Now I'm going to open up this wonderful arm, and I'm going to score it at 8 inches, and then at 9 inches. All right, and just making sure that I really do have this 11, and I don't, so I'm going to cut it. I wondered, I thought that seems a little bit long. So there we go. This is now 11 by 4. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do on the short end, I'm going to score it at 1 inch. So I'm going to put it at the 1 inch mark. There's a 1 inch mark on this side over here, and I tend to use that a lot when I only have 1 inch to go. So I'm going to score at 1 inch. Now I'm going to turn it all the way around and score it at 1 inch again on the other side. Okay, so if you're one of my team members or one of my customers, this is where you join in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to burnish every one of those score marks. So we're going to just start whichever end you feel like and fold in on all those score marks. I'm going to fold in that one, and then I'm kind of having to search for them because they're not the easiest thing to see on designer series paper. And there's another one. And now I'm going to do the 1 inch pieces. So which side are you going to have up on yours? Tanya, are you doing the green or are you doing the flowers? There we go, and then 1 inch on the other side. Okay, so everything should be burnished, and one side is a little bit longer than the other side. See how this side's just a little bit longer, and that's okay. It's supposed to be like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set the bone folder aside and bring out a little pair of scissors, and now I'm going to cut on that 1 inch mark. I'm going to cut on the 3, this is a 3 over here, 3 inch, 4 inch, 8 inch, and 9, up to that 1 inch vertical line. Excuse me. So I'm going to just trim on the score mark up to that 1 inch mark on all of the places where I have scored. So I did the 3 inch and the 4 inch. Now I'm going to do the 8 inch spot and the 9 inch spot. I'm going to turn it over and do it on the other side as well. So I go up to the 1 inch everywhere I'm going, and here, and one more. Okay, that is all we need really for the box here. So we're going to put some adhesive on these flaps, and we're going to assemble the box. I'm going to grab a little bit of the seal because that tends to be what I use. If you like the liquid glue, now's your time to grab that. But I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive on all these little flaps that were cut, that little 1 inch flap. And I'm going to leave the others empty of adhesive. So I've got adhesive here and here and on this side and on this side. All I'm going to do to put the box together is bring up the edge and maybe it needs to be on the inside, silly me, and make it so it's a nice square. Same thing on this end, bring up the end, put this on the inside, bring up the end, so I've got a nice square. That's it. All right, so I put these inside, and then I'm able to close the box. That's it. That is the box. How cool is this? Oh, you're doing the purple flowers? That's what I decided to do too, Tanya. I've got the purple flowers up. This paper is so pretty. But that's it. That's all there is to it. And then you put your little goodie inside the box, and then you can close the box up. How easy is this? Okay, so what I'm going to do next is the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and get my ink. I decided to use Pretty Peacock today, and I opened it up, and I've got a paper piercing mat, so it has a little bit of give. It's got like a little bit of foam here, and it gives my photopolymer stamps a little extra give because there's no rubber on them. And that's what this set is. The Peace on Earth is photopolymer. So I ink it up real well, just giving it lots of taps. And then I'm going to simply put it onto my stamped, my punched out sentiment piece, which is mine is Heartfelt Hexagon out of some scrap basic white that I had. And it fits on there just right. Barely, doesn't it? It barely fits on there, but it fits. I'm going to close up the ink because I am extremely good at getting ink on myself if I don't. And now I'm done with the mat. Time to bring in some ribbon. And what I decided to use was the gold striped mesh ribbon. It's so pretty. I'm going to have a little bit of it in my hand, and the rest of it I'm going to wrap around the box. So we'll pretend I have something inside there. I'm going to wrap it around the box a bunch of times. This is about 30 inches. It's a little over 24 inches. And you just go ahead and keep playing with it until you have it as even as you want. You can do a bow, you can do a knot. I am probably one of the world's worst people at bows, so I'll do a knot of sorts. Bring that in, and I would trim it down. Now a little bit of adhesive on the back of the sentiment piece. It goes onto the box. I tuck it under the ribbon just a little bit, and there we go. How pretty is that? So I'm going to go ahead and trim off my ribbon and trim it here too. And that's it. That's just finishing it off as with that little bit of the gold striped mesh ribbon, and it really helps elevate the whole look and kind of ties the whole thing together, I think. So this is a simple and yet really stunning looking box to gift to somebody. Yes, Tanya says that she wasn't sure about the mat, but now that she has it, she doesn't stamp without it, and it makes a huge difference. It really does. It allows you to just have that little bit of give, and it makes a better impression. Very good, Tanya. I am impressed. So you can see how cute this is. I actually did kind of a half bow on this one. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to, but and then it turned out and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. I'll keep it. So that's what I did on this one. I think it's the Florals Impression Designer Series paper. And then this with the perennial lavender. So how cute are these boxes, and really easy to make. So remember, I'm going to have that PDF on my blog for you to download for free tomorrow. And you can just keep it on your computer or print it out, whatever it is you like to do with your downloadables, so that you have ideas right at your fingertips anytime you need to know what you want to make. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back here to my face as much as I can anyway. And thank you so much for joining me today. Yep, this is really quick. Tanya says this is really quick, and it's easy to put Halloween candy in for your grandson's party. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. What a great idea, and what a really great way to use up some Halloween paper and stuff like that too, because that would just be absolutely fantastic. You're thinking, yay. Good for you. And wouldn't that be a nice surprise? That's really cute. And even some fun stuff for like church to put some candies in, or you know, any place like that, school. If you want for teachers some already individually wrapped candies going in there, that'd be really cute. And I think anyone would love this. And it really doesn't take much to make it. Just a little bit of pattern paper, designer series paper, and you're set. How about that? Yeah, really quick, really easy. I haven't been able to make my lives very long. Some people can make their lives like an hour, and I have no idea how they do it. I tend to kind of hit 15 minutes, 20 tops, and then I've already shown all the stuff I'm going to show. It's done. So remember to grab your free downloadable PDF, and yeah, all kinds of stuff can fit inside these boxes, Tanya. You're exactly right. Remember, please give the video a like. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment. When you leave a comment, it really helps boost the video and helps me with my small business. So I really appreciate it so much. And hit the notification button. That way you'll get notified of any future Paper Party Lives that are happening, and you'll be able to join in on the fun and know all the goodies that are happening. So I can't wait to craft with you again soon. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day and that you have a chance to get inky. Oops, I'm going to say bye over here.